Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Capricorn Sun, Moon, and also Capricorn Rising, a weekly general tarot reading September 6th up until September 12th, 2021. And should you be guys interested in a personal reading with me, checking out the description down below. It's going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And should you enjoy the content here on the channel, giving a like, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell is going to help us tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, and as well it will allow you not to miss any of our weekly uploads and as well live streams. So with that being said, let's jump straight away to the Capricorn reading. And for this week, I have decided to do something a little bit more practical. And the first thing that we're going to look for Capricorn, that is going to be their career path, or your career path, Capricorn. And the first card we do have for you, that will be the Six of Cups, followed by the Three of Cups. And the third card in terms of career for you guys, that is going to be the Six of Pentacles. So these three cards is going to be very good week for you to press forward with your job, or if you don't have any work, then you can consider yourself pretty happy, or rather like pretty fortunate, so to speak, because throughout this week it's highly likely that you may find a very good job, and I mean a job that fits with your harmony, so to speak, or at least what the cards are showing here, through a friends or connections, or people that you may know around. So that clears out those who are unemployed and that you are working for, looking for work, and the place you are to find it's truly going to fit your capacity, capabilities, and it will be a place where you will enjoy working, at least for the time being. Now, that being said, you who are pressing forward with your career, Capricorn, these cards here are pointing to several stuff. Now, the first thing that we can observe with these cards, it is that all the tasks that are to be bestowed upon you in terms of work, in terms of projects, clients that puts demands and puts purchase orders and so on and so forth, all aspects of these endeavors, so to speak, are going to be very pleasant aspects for you. It will feel fair. It will feel as well just in the boundaries of your capabilities. It will feel accomplishable, achievable, and it will feel productive, because as soon as you start performing, as soon as you start pushing forward with your things, with your tasks, you will accomplish results. Very early results, but still results. And these results are not going to be left unnoticed as well, because it seems that not just only you are going to be happy with those results, but as well people that are assessing you are going to be happy of the results you're placing, like your boss, like your supervisor, the commission, and so on and so forth. It's highly likely as well that you will forge some alliances with coworkers or maybe with clients as well. And also here, it will be, I don't know how to say it in English, that parable probably has a translation into English, but pretty much everybody is gonna mind their own business. So you can expect none to kind of like messing around with your stuff, infiltrating your work and trying to, how can I say, to tell you how to do the stuff that you are very good at. So you can expect quite of a creative week, a week where the ordinary chores, so to speak, are gonna transform into something pleasant for you to do, and all of the projects and all of the tasks out there are going to be something you would be more than happy to perform into, seeing that they simply, like I said, produce certain results. Now, if you are working in team, all right, if you are a head of a team, that is also a very good week for you guys, because it does look like that you will be able to get along, or rather like get your points across to to an extent where the vision for the future of the business is going to be cumulative. Your vision is going to be your subordinates' vision as well, and thus a very productive and fruitful team is to be assembled. So a really good week for you guys, Capricorns, that it is coming in terms of a work. And finally, before we go to the finances here, it is that into this week you can expect to solve, I can't really say that they are a problems. It's more like a solving of where to fit certain stuff. Very common in the situations where you may have way too many things to do, and you're concerned where to fit that endeavor or this enterprise. And throughout this week, you will be able to manage your schedule very well. The next thing that we're going to look into, that is going to be your finances. And the first card for you, Capricorn, in terms of finances, that is going to be the Tower, accompanied with the Ace of Swords. And the third card that it is accompanying the Tower, that is going to be the Queen of Wands. So we do have those three cards. And financially wise, the week obviously is going to be very active. So we do have a active friends, active supporters type of a an interaction here in between the elements. And the first thing that makes kind of like gouges your eyes out, it is that Tower card there on the very prime of the reading. And one can take it as something bad, you know, that for example there will be a financial distress. Well, having the Ace of Swords next to it and the Queen of Wands next to it, that is a highly unlikely to have a financial distress into this particular week. More prominent, it is the understanding that you can manage your finances better, and that there is a fundamental, how can I say, a fundamental structure into how you do distribute your finances that needs to be changed. And therefore it's highly likely that throughout this week you're going to start rearranging the financial flows toward courses, toward classes, for example, school for your children if you do have such, going out on a dinner as well. It's kind of like redistributing finances in a way that will allow you to, for example, save more or make or get more for your money, so to speak. And that is because the Queen of Wands kind of sits next to the Tower card, and that pretty much touches on the lifestyle and the restructuring of how money are poured into the lifestyle. So with less money to get bigger or to get better a lifestyle out there, or in other words said, it is that you are to reshape your financial structure into this week so you can make a rather lucrative financial maneuvers or a productive financial maneuvers out there. But one is certain here, Capricorn, if there is a leaks from finances, if there is some kind of like financial distress out there, in a sense of that you are worried, you know, how you are going to cover up debt, or or how you are to face a certain expense going down the road. Well, throughout this week, everything will become clear to you. You will understand exactly how to plug the leak, exactly how to face the debt, and the necessary rearrangement are to be prepared and are to be made. And the last thing that we're going to look into for you, Capricorn, that is going to be your romance and love. And the first card for that is going to be the Three of Wands. The second card, that is to be the Sun. And the last card for you, Capricorn, that is to be the Page of Pentacles. Ooh. All right, so our first thing that is pretty much gouging your eyes out, I love that expression, it is that everything will pass through the week in terms of love and romance the way you are anticipating it. So whatever happens out there, and you do have a certain concept of it, you do have a certain anticipation of the endeavor, that is exactly how things are going to run through. If you are having certain fights with person of interest, for example, with your wife or a husband, your boyfriend or a girlfriend, it's highly likely that throughout this week, those differences, those, how can I say, confrontations to be cleared out, to be leveled down, and everything to run smooth from there on moving forward. And throughout the week, it is highly likely that you are to establish a very, very solid patterns into your already existing connections, into your already existing love affairs as well. And those patterns are going to be very predictable. So when you do start establishing those patterns throughout the week, make sure that the end results, the way you are establishing those patterns, rather like the way you're establishing those patterns, they are guaranteeing you the end result, because according to these cards, at least, miracles ain't going to happen moving forward with the endeavors, or rather like with the situations that you will stumble upon throughout that particular week, September 6th up until September 12th. Another thing that it is important to be acknowledged here, okay, is a growing energies. So if you do have some kind of an interaction which is so-so, then it's highly likely that that interaction is going to start growing, and that is due to the now not predictability, but the unveiling of the patterns and understanding that those patterns are very solid and the foundation is there. And last thing for you, Capricorn, if you are entirely single, you may want to look around yourself, because there is definitely somebody into your surroundings which has an eye on you as a potential suitor, as a potential person of interest. Now the alignment is not quite there. There will be some need of a compromises made if you are willing to do so, and if the other person is willing to do so. But if you are craving for love, Capricorn, the love is not far out. The love is actually very near, not even behind the corner, but already cornered the corner, or kind of like swiped around the corner, and it is in complete view of yours. So have an eyes for it. So with that being said, Capricorn, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, for September 6th up until September 12th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.